What's up, guys? This is Emily here, one of my favorite clients of all time. Top 5, top 10?
Top 1. That's fine.
100, somewhere in there. So, Emily, you're obviously a mother. You are someone who runs their own business as well, I believe.
Yes.
Your husband runs his own business as well.
Yes, he does.
So you guys are busy?
Busy.
3 boys?
2 boys, 1 girl.
2 boys, 1 girl. I knew that.
Yep.
Yeah, and you've obviously got amazing results, which is why we want to talk to you today.
Yeah.
Just tell us, how did you get started with the gym and RNG?
Okay, well, I have a friend, Cassie, who is going here and just raving about it, raving about you and Jamie.
Shout out to Cassie.
She was like, I'm not a gym girly, never been a gym girly.
Yeah.
She was like, Bo and Jamie are just so awesome. She was like, the environment at RNG is so awesome. The community at RNG. And she was like, you got to try it. I've always been like a gym person, an athlete before I had kids. And so I was like, that sounds great, because I needed something at the time. I was just not fit, really bad habits. And so I was like, okay. I looked up RNG that same like week, month, and you guys were doing that 6-week newbie challenge for a discounted price. And I was like, perfect. I'm going to try it out. So I signed up for that, came, absolutely like was in love straight out of the gate. I was like, this is a yes for me. So as soon as those 6 weeks were up, I was like, yep, I'm joining, became a member, and been coming ever since.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How long have you been here at this point? Do you know? Do you remember?
Yes, I started in November, so it's been like 8 months, 7, 8 months, somewhere in there.
You obviously fit right in. What is it that you like about this gym versus like other places you've been?
That is hard to narrow down, but I think, so there's a quote that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And so before I came to RNG, I was like striving to get healthy. I was doing Peloton workouts in my bedroom, which is super lame.
There's nothing wrong with that. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, but just having that like personal touch is like something that is so important to like going far, because you can only be so driven and motivated by yourself or in your room. So I like started out with 10-pound dumbbells in my room, doing the Peloton workouts, moved up to 20, and I was like, ooh, I'm killing it.
Yeah.
And then I come here and I'm like, there's girls doing like 45s, 65s. And I'm like, okay, she wasn't killing it.
Yeah.
But that just like pushes you to like go harder.
Yeah.
Same with like you and Jamie coming around, you know, kind of joking around, being like, you taking the day off, you know, and just like pushing us to go harder, go heavier, and just push ourselves more. And it just, so that community aspect, having that personal touch is something that you don't get when you're doing like home gym or honestly like boot camps. Everything is just more generalized and not as personal. And you and Jamie are like so invested in every single person and like every single person's progress. Everybody has like a different version of what they want to accomplish here. And so you guys are just so like dialed in with that. And I feel like that's something you don't get everywhere. So that is like a general, there's so many other things that I love about it, but that's like the main thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you taking the gym setting and using it as a way to propel you forward rather than something that's going to scare you off.
Yeah.
Because it can be scary when you first walk in.
For sure.
And the fact that you kind of like just gravitated towards going harder rather than being afraid of it, I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
One thing about you that I have to ask a question. This is totally off topic.
Oh gosh.
You're always so happy and positive.
Yeah.
Where is it coming from?
Well, I do not believe in bad days. I know I've said that to you before. But I guess so when I had my first kid, I had horrible postpartum depression. Okay. Anxiety, rage, like you name it, I was a debacle. Like literally a debacle. And I've always been like a high energy, happy person. Yeah. And that kind of like wrecked me in a way, as it does for so many. And in that season, I realized what a massive tool we have up here. We have like the ability to control our thoughts, and our thoughts create emotions, and we find evidence of what we're thinking about. So like if we think, oh, woe is me, like I never have enough time, my kids are against me, like I don't have enough time to work out, blah, 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 I don't get enough sleep. we're going to just find evidence after evidence every single day to like back that thought up. But if we do the opposite and say like, I get to choose a good attitude right now, I have the ability to move my body and lift weights. Not everybody has that. I have the ability to buy groceries that are like healthy, that'll nourish my body. So I just think like once I, in that postpartum season, realized I could like dial in my thoughts, I've never looked back. I've never stopped that. So like every single day, of course I have like moments that suck, hard moments, hard circumstances, but just choosing to be like, think higher than your circumstance totally like changes your life. It makes you show up with gratitude. It makes you happy.
Incredible.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you came to the conclusion that you can just make a decision.
Literally.
And be in a better mood.
My kids are sick of hearing that.
I'm sure they are.
Every day I'm like, you have the choice. You get to choose your attitude.
Yes.
Nobody can change your attitude. Only you can do that.
Well, I'm sure they may not love it right now, but I'm sure it'll benefit them in the future.
Hopefully.
Okay, as far as your results, can you talk about some of the results you've gotten since you started?
Well, I've gotten physical results, also mental results. I'll try to summarize, but since I've started, I've lost 15 pounds. I've also lowered my body fat percentage.
Yes, and we'll put up before and afters here as well, and you'll see that like 15 pounds doesn't sound like a lot, but you can tell from the pictures, things look much different.
Absolutely. And just like my body composition overall, like I've gained muscle, and you can definitely tell, like just my whole body looks different than it did when I started.
100%.
And then just like mentally, I feel like I've grown in confidence because I have shown up, I've been disciplined, and I've just decided like when motivation is lacking, I'm disciplined, so I'm going to go do the hard thing. So even when I don't want to show up and work out, I always show up and work out. I do not skip unless I'm sick. But showing myself that I am disciplined has like, I've built trust with myself, which in turn gives you confidence, and gives you confidence, like it just trickles over into so many aspects of your everyday life. Has given me confidence like physically, but also like I trust myself. So it just propels you forward. So that's been huge.
It's crazy how you're confident. It feels like your confidence only comes from doing the things you say you're going to do.
Yes, 100%.
And you are a testament to that.
Thank you.
What would you say to somebody who's like nervous? Because obviously we talked about, it can be scary when you first come in and do your first workouts. We try to make it as welcoming as possible. What would you say to somebody who's thinking about coming but is still on the fence?
Oh, you got to do it. It is such a welcoming environment. It is not like you walk in and you're so overwhelmed by all these like meathead people that are like stronger than you and intense, and like it is not that at all. It just feels like, honestly, like a family. You guys say it all the time. It's just different. It is such a welcoming environment. Everybody cheers for each other and like pushes each other. And truly, like I said earlier, you will go so much farther with other people. Like if you put yourself in a room with people that are stronger than you, smarter than you, better than you, further along than you, you are going to have like zero choice but to like step up and meet those people where they're at. So I feel like it could benefit everybody to just like be in a room with people that are all pushing themselves for like a common goal, which is to get physically stronger, more able, focused on nourishment and all the things. Like you're just going to be better surrounded by people that are better than you.
Well, I just want to say thank you for all of your effort. It's, it always feels like sometimes my ability to be a trainer is dependent on other people's results.
Yeah.
And so when someone truly accepts like the message we're trying to put out and the journey we're trying to push, not like in a short term, I want to lose 10 pounds, but in a long term, I want to feel better, and kind of that energy you're putting off, it makes what me and Jamie do a lot easier. So I want to say thank you. You're always nice to the new people who come in. You're always striving for something. So your journey is obviously not over. We're going to keep going.
No.
And so, I wish you all the best. And I thank you for everything.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So if you guys want to work out and want to be like Emily, you want to change your body, change your mindset, maybe it's time you come to class and sign up.
Absolutely.
Favorite cheat food? Go. Gun to your head right now.
Salty and sweet. Can I give you both?
Please.
Okay, pizza. Am I 5? I don't know.
Pizza. Okay, describe the pizza. What do we?
I love like is this a fancy pizza? Like pepperoni, arugula, honey.
Okay.
Just like from any good pizza place.
Dope. Yes.
I mean, I could throw down some CC's, but that's neither here nor there.
We won't talk about that.
No, we won't. And then sweet, there's nothing more elite than like a gooey homemade chocolate chip cookie.
Respect.
Like, don't give me that Nestle Toll House garbage, okay? We're talking from scratch.
Someone to put love in it.
Oh, absolutely.
I respect that.
From scratch. Oh, so good.
Shout out to you. This is Emily, guys. Please come work out with Emily.
Yes.
She will change your life.
Yes, I know you all of the time. I like to. I like to.